Good morning, my dear students. Today we're going to talk about comparative and superlative. Comparative and superlative. The comparative is normally used if you want to compare between two things or people. When we compare using short words, one or two syllables, we add er plus than at the end of the adjective. Like if we have tall, it's one syllable. So we put taller, we put er than me, taller than his brother, taller than his sister. My car is cheaper than your car, cheap. We put er plus than. So comparative means to compare between two things or people. We use er plus than to the adjective that it's short words. Has one or maximum two syllables. If an adjective ends in one vowel plus consonant, vowel means A, E, I, O, U, and a consonant ends with one vowel and a consonant together. Yeah, not only vowel, not only consonant, together. We double the last letter and we put ER. Like big, IG, I vowel and G is consonant, it will be bigger. We'll put another G and put ER. Hot, OT, it's O is a vowel and T is a consonant, so it's hotter. Thin, thinner. Fat, fatter. If an adjective is with a Y, so we cross the Y and put IER. IER, like happy, happier. Funny, funnier. Easy, easier. Ugly, uglier. So, if we have consonant plus the vowel plus consonant, we double the last letter and put ER. If we have Y at the end, so if we have Y at the we cross the Y and put IE. Now see, when we compare two things using long words, three or more syllables, we add more plus adjective plus than. Beautiful, 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 three syllables. So it's more beautiful than. Okay, the book is what is more interesting than. Is more interesting than. So when we compare two things or people using long words, we add more plus an adjective plus than. Maria is more beautiful than Jennifer. This book is more interesting than that book. We have some irregular verbs. We change them to good, better, bad, worse, far, further, little, less, more, much. You have to study them by heart. Okay, these you need to write these words in the sentences using the comparative form. If it's interesting, like interesting, it's more than three or four syllables. Interesting. So it's more interesting than. Short, it's a short one. So shorter, than. Okay, I want you to do the rest by yourself. Okay, now if you want to compare three or more things, people or things, you use the superlative. You use the superlative. If you have three people and you need to compare who's the tallest one, so when you use the short vowel like tall, it will be tallest. We put est. The tallest. The plus adjective plus est. Like red car is the fastest of all. That car or the red car is the fastest of all. So it's the it's the fastest. No one can be fast like this car. Dinosaur is the tallest in the zoo. She's the tallest one in the zoo. So the plus the adjective, the short adjective, est. Okay. When using long word, three or more syllables, we add the most plus adjective. We add the most plus adjective. How? For example, intelligent. He's the most intelligent. student in the class. She is the most beautiful girl in the world. So more than 3 or 4 syllables, like intelligent and beautiful. Irregular word change. Good, best, bad, worst, far, further, little, least. You have to study them by heart. Again, I'm going to make a small comparison between comparative and superlative. In 2 ways, when we have a short word, when we have 3 or 4 syllables. When we have a short word in the comparative, we put er plus than. When we have a short word in, or a short adjective word, we put er plus than. But in the superlative, in the short vowel, we put est. In the short word, we put est. Like the tallest, okay? The happiest, the longest. This is the superlative in the short form. Okay, now if we have more than 3 or 4 syllables, in the comparative we put more plus the adjective plus er plus than. Like, for example, he's more taller than me. He is more shorter than me. He is more longer than me. Okay? But when we come and we talk about the superlative, we say he's the most beautiful guy in the class. She's the most intelligent girl in the class. So most in the superlative, more in the comparative, for 3 or more than 3 word syllables. Okay? Like, if we here, number 1, adjective short, comparative shorter, the superlative is the shortest. High syllable, so comparative than, and the superlative will be the highest. Cold is one syllable, so we put colder than in the comparative, and in the superlative it will be the coldest. Simple, simpler than, and the superlative will be the simplest. Clever will be cleverer, the cleverest in the superlative. Okay? If the long adjective, if it's more than 4 syllables, like interesting, interesting, so it's 4 syllable. Comparative, we put more in, and then the superlative we say the most interesting. Okay, number of syllables, 3 in beautiful, beautiful, so it's 3. So we'll put in the comparative more beautiful than, and in most beautiful. Okay, number of syllables, 4 in intelligent, intelligent, so it's 4. We put in the comparative more intelligent, and in the superlative most intelligent. Don't forget that in the comparative we put than. We have to put than after the adjective. Number 3, we have 3 syllables. Sorry, number 4 syllables, 3. So it's expensive, most expensive. Dangerous, more dangerous, most dangerous. Okay, I hope that you have enjoyed our lesson. Forget to ask, or don't hesitate to ask. Thank you.